Hey, it's Bill. You're tuned in to the Pennsylvania Rock Show, episode number 805, coming at you on BuildtheScene.com, musicfrom412.com, xrpradio.co.uk, metalshop101.com, kdubradio.com, megarockradio.net, and 107.1 KFGD, St. Louis, Missouri. As I said, it's episode 805. With me tonight is Appalachian Honey, Krissy Jo, and Damon. What's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey.
Going.
So you are a genre that I don't touch on a lot on this show. Occasionally, but in 805 episodes, it's a small percentage. So kind of Americana. What's that?
Yeah. I was wondering what genre we fit in.
Americana, folk, some country, I would say.
Yeah, that's good.
So let me just say thank you for even letting us be a part of the Pennsylvania Rock Show. We feel truly honored to have made it this far. So
super cool, man.
Yeah, thank you, Bill.
Well, it also gives me a chance, like when I bring a band on, then I look at the songs I have in my playlist. So it gives me a chance. I do have that stuff. I just don't do the interviews with that genre often. So tonight's show, we actually started off with a song by Rising Regina called Down in the River to Pray, and Angel of Mercy by Mark Dignam, which are both folk and Americana. And we're kind of going to stick to that theme throughout the show tonight.
Love it.
Yay!
So first, let me start off with the normal interview type questions. Where did your band name come from?
I'll let Damon kind of take this away.
Yeah, sure. Well, we had a gig, so we had to come up with a band, and we threw around a few names. And Krissy likes Steve. She's a fan of Steve Miller Band, and she threw out Wild Mountain Honey, which would be a cool band name, right? But I didn't want to name it kind of after a song, so I countered with Appalachian Honey, and it kind of just stuck. And it was really a very short brainstorm process.
Really, truly the shortest. It was so easy. It was crazy. I anticipated this to be like day-long process, even week-long. And then he came back with that, and I was like, sign me up.
There it is.
It's probably a lot easier with only two people having input too.
Yeah. Definitely.
You made me think years ago I was playing deck hockey, and we were getting ready to play a game. We didn't have a team name, and they told us we weren't allowed to go on the deck without a name. And I turned to the captain, and are either of you familiar with deck hockey?
I'm familiar with it. I played ice hockey when I was young.
So there's sport court, that plastic like waffle looking stuff. When you slide on it, it burns you, and they call it deck burn. And I turned to my captain. I'm like, "What are we gonna? Oh, look at your deck burn!" And that was our team name, Deck Burn.
That's awesome.
And then the deck actually burned down that season.
Darn.
Was none of us were involved. But all right, so I'm going to start off. I'm going to hit you with my official and unofficial question first. We'll get those out of the way. The official question of Build the Scene is, who's your Dave Grohl? And by that, I mean, who would you want to go up on stage with and perform one of their original songs?
I'm going to start. And if you know me, and if you've followed my music ever since ever, Stevie Nicks is my fairy godmother. So I'm going to have to go with Stevie. Although there's so many beautiful musicians out there, she's got to be the one.
There are. And if I could jam with a band, I'd probably choose, assuming everyone has to be alive, I'd go with Old Crow Medicine Show. Love to jam with those dudes.
Which you already kind of did jam with the fiddle player.
Well, one guy from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really cool. I was playing with a band at it was an open mic, and where we were just practicing some songs, and we played an Old Crow Medicine Show song, and this guy gets up and he starts sawing on the fiddle. And when he was done, we were all just kind of looking at each other like, wow, that was awesome. And his buddy says, why don't you tell them who you are? And he was one of the original members of Old Crow Medicine Show. Matt Kinnon was his name. So it blew us away that he was in a bar in Katanning, and that he jammed with us and we played the right song. He got up and jammed. It was really cool.
Which bar in Katanning?
Yeah, in Katanning.
Which bar was it?
Heroes Bar and Grill.
Oh, Steve and Jen.
Yep, Steve and Jen's place. Yep. Steve and Jen. I was jamming with Steve and Jen.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
What do they call that? Strung
over. Yep.
Strung over. That's it.
Yep.
I started to say it. I'm like, wait, is that it?
Yep.
That's correct. So that was kind of an exciting brush with fame, I guess, that was totally unexpected. And I had actually jammed with him the night before, but I didn't know who he was.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
Was he following you?
Was he what?
I said, was he following you?
No, but we have a mutual friend.
Same circle.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. So the unofficial question, and this may be a little harder. What is the best pizza you've eaten because you're a musician?
I'm a musician.
So it could be like at a recording session or on your way to or from a show or at one of your shows. Anything
I'm
along
gonna
those
go
lines.
with caliente pizza because music has kind of brought me down into Pittsburgh a lot more than what I am used to being up here in Armstrong County. So yeah.
For the record, I am also in Armstrong County.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Barely, but I am.
Okay.
Oh, small world.
I'm in Leechburg. I'm about 2 streets into Armstrong County.
Oh, right on.
We're in Katanning right now, but I'm from Rural Valley, so that's.
I've been there before. Terry Lee Spencer is from that area.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, and that's a tough one for me. I'm trying to think of where music has brought me pizza, but it just kind of just blurs. I don't know. I just like our local places. Like I like Serena Pizza.
I have not had Serena in years.
Yeah, Serena's is great.
If we can say chicken wings, we'll say Heroes for chicken wings.
Okay.
Yeah.
I honestly have never had wings there, but Night Courts in Ford City is an awesome place for wings.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's actually where I'm gonna get dinner from tonight. So
Okay.
Well, there you go.
Wings it is.
So if you were standing at the crossroads that Robert Johnson once stood at to sell his soul to the devil to become a great guitar player, why would you be standing at those crossroads?
Because I'd be ready to give up my soul. I guess.
For what?
For that. I mean, if that was really true, like, and you were just like the best player on the planet, I don't know.
I feel like every musician gets to that point in their career where they're like, this is it. I'm ready. I'm ready to make the leap. So I feel like if you're gonna think you're at those crossroads, that would be like that kind of pivotal moment for you. Like, is this the choice you want to make? Do you want to go the whole way with this? Because you start to see some underlying things in the industry that you may not personally agree with, but you have to do it to get to where you want. So it's kind of like one of those situations. But I will say,
I feel like if you get that far, you might as well keep going, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once again, sign me up.
Yep, let's go. Where are we going?
I get mixed reactions when I ask that question. Sometimes I reword it. Again, I'll point out I do work at a Catholic school, so
yeah.
Well, yeah, but yeah.
All right, so we have about a minute left in this first segment. and we're going to play your song, your single, "You're Still Around."
Yeah.
If you want to give me just a real quick intro that we can use into that song, and then we'll talk about it a little bit more in the next segment.
Sure. So, this song was written on the day that Tom Petty died, which was 8 years ago in October, this year. So, can't believe it's been 8 years since we've lost one of the great ones, but I'll never forget it. It was one of the most beautiful October days. The sun was a bright blue sky. The sun was shining. It was one of those, what do they call that? The fall, where the fall's, an Indian summer.
Oh, okay.
It was like an Indian summer kind of day. And yeah, I got the news and I grabbed my guitar. I went out on my parents' front porch steps and I wrote this song in about 20 minutes.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and listen to "You're Still Around" by Appalachian Honey, and we will be right back. Hey, it's Bill. We're headed into segment number 2 of episode number 805 of the Pennsylvania Rock Show. With me tonight are Krissy Jo and Damon from Appalachian Honey. And we just heard their song, "You're Still Around." And they gave you a little quick, what's the word I'm looking for? Segue
Sure.
maybe into the song. So you guys are currently working on an album, correct?
Yes,
Correct.
And I think you told me off the air that there's another single coming.
there is.
What I'll let you talk about that in a little bit, but what's the writing process like for you guys?
We've had some interesting writing processes, I guess. Um, I've never sat down. I would say I'm the main songwriter in this
Sure.
duo, but Damon also is a singer songwriter. We just tend to feature my songs with this project.
She's got a better voice than I do.
Thank you.
But yeah, it depends on the song. Like a couple of the songs that are on the album, Krissy had written before I even met Krissy, because we just really met, I guess maybe 2.5 years ago, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
But so a couple of those songs were older, but the majority of them have been written mostly by Krissy in the last 2 years that we've been together.
Yeah, for instance, we were at a gig up north. It's a real pretty gig. We have to get brought in by like side by sides. You can't drive to it. It's a remote location. We're really privileged to have that opportunity to play for that event up there. But anyways, we were at that event and we were just kind of getting set up and getting ready to rock and roll. And I started playing something and we started writing a song just like right before we played a gig. And a similar thing happened this summer at a gig at the Katanning Country Club. We were waiting for them to finish up dinner, and we had some time to kill. And some sad things were just really going on, and kind of laying heavy on my heart, I guess. And when that happens, my soul just wants to express. And the best way I know how to do that is to write a song. So, sure enough, we wrote a song right before that gig and played it twice. They wanted us to play it
Yeah,
2 times, so
yeah.
we did.
And
it's on the album,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
And both of those songs, I mean, we were kind of surrounded by beautiful scenery. So, like, if you surround yourself with stuff that's inspirational, that probably helps too. You know, it's just like the moment strikes, and you're like, "Oh, okay, wow, we just did that," or "She just did that." In some cases, but
So I should also mention before we get too much further, we also heard from Woodland Creatures in their song "No Time." I want to throw that in there so everyone knows what that second song was. And when you said about being in a beautiful place, it reminded me, hey, Woodland. So I saw you guys play the band jam, which coincidentally is right below me right now, the logo. And there was a third person with you, which I took to be not a normal thing, but
well,
go ahead.
I guess not normal is a good way to segue into this. That's Corey Brocious. And he plays upright with us, but mostly just on when we're doing original stuff. He's the front man for Strung Over. So he's a multi-instrumentalist, but he does really love playing the bass, and yeah, he's one of my favorite musicians to play with. So I'm always happy to have him aboard.
Yeah, 100%. We love having Corey. We also did have another bass player who moved away. He lives in Florida now, but Johnny Metal played bass for us, and he played mandolin for Strung Over. So we've got like some interweaving with Strung Over that really honestly makes my heart happy because it feels like a big family up here.
Was that Johnny Metal that was in Mojo Filter and fist fight in the parking lot, and same guy
playing bass? Probably. I don't know any other Johnny Metal.
That's the only one I know.
I know he was in an Alice in Chains tribute band by our Johnny Metal.
I would assume it's probably the same person.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Long hair.
But
I haven't seen him in a while.
Both of them are on the album just because of the way we were recording the album. So Johnny started with us, and Corey has been able to finish the album with us, and he's really truly been a big part of the recording process. It's been amazing.
Yeah, Johnny actually played on "You're Still Around," the single that's out. So
yeah, but
when you hear that, that's Johnny.
Our next single we're going to release is Corey. Corey will be featured on that. Yeah. And Corey's on most of the songs. Johnny is only on 2 of our songs. Johnny is going to be on "You're Still Around" and "Safe." So
did you want to let the cat out of the bag on the single, or do you want to just
meow? If you've been following us on social media, you probably have seen that we've kind of been promoting one of our original songs more so than the others, and that would be
Daisy.
Daisy.
That's the name of it. We have a lot of one word songs as well, it seems like. We didn't realize it until we started making the album, but there's a lot of one word songs, song titles.
Yeah.
And you have it back, but you don't have a release date yet, correct?
Correct. We have we got our final mix back, and we are kind of we got to do the album art, which we have that started. We have the concept, and our girl Ashlyn is gonna make it rockin' as always. She's amazing. So check her out, Ashlyn Amino. She's our girl. But don't steal her from us because I'll get mad.
Are you self-recording, recording in the studio?
We're in the studio in Dunbar, PA. Dan Blake is the fellow's name that runs. It's called the Schoolhouse, and it's an old schoolhouse. And I used to be a teacher, so it was kind of cool to be recording in a schoolhouse.
Yeah,
it's cool. We have another musician on our album as well, Ben Mainhart.
Oh yes.
Yeah, he played pedal steel and fiddle on the tunes, and so whenever you hear it,
saw him at the band jam playing with Gary Burke, maybe?
I don't know.
Or
I don't know
I'm
what
trying
Ben
to
was
think.
there.
No, it
Well,
wasn't last year.
but Gary Burke was last year, the headliner.
Um,
This year was Jim Donovan and the Sun King Warriors.
yeah.
But they play with Ben plays with the Shiners. If
And you know what?
you're,
That's where I know the name from.
Yep.
yeah,
For
Yeah, he
sure.
plays with the Diners.
and then he's on tour right now with Way Jennings. So
Oh, okay.
he's doing big things.
Yeah.
And we're
Yes.
so happy to have him on the album. In fact, we just got to get back in and he's got to lay down 4 more tracks for us before we can finish up the album. I got to do some work, but I had the laryngitis again. I'm really good at catching that, I guess. So uh once my vocal cords get up to par, we'll get Ben back in the studio, get the album out, you know, hopefully before spring is that's the goal. So but we also have one more musician, and just because he's on one song does not mean last but not least.
Oh,
We
there's
have
two.
two.
Mike Starr
Yeah, Mike Stars.
and Farine.
And Tony.
Yeah.
Tony is the whole reason that we are recording with Daniel Blake. So that's one song we have on our album is actually going to be a rockin' song. I like to think of Appalachian Honey as like when you think of old school classic rock, you would have the same people on the same bill. Like you'd have Janis Joplin on the same bill as Jefferson Airplane, even though their music didn't necessarily sound the same. I feel like some of our music has that sound. And this song, Are You With Me, is a rockin' song.
Yeah.
So it's
There's some heavy drum beats and electric guitar and stuff. So it kind of changes up the whole vibe.
Cool. And we're going to take our second break. We're going to hear Appalachia Shiver by DB Dijenko. I can never say that band's name. And then we're also going to hear the song Talk by the band Garbs. And we'll be right back. Hey, it's Bill. We're headed into episode number 3 with Appalachian Honey. If you look right below me in the video, it's AppalachianHoneyMusic.com, and we're going to take a look at that here momentarily.
Awesome.
With me are Damon. Let me try that again. Damon and Krissy Jo. So they don't even know that I'm going to do this. I'm going to press a button, and it's going to move them off to the side and put the website on the screen. Do that right now.
There we go.
So, where would you like me to show or what would you like me to show the visitors on the website? Anything in particular?
yeah.
Merch?
So Tambra, shout out to Tambra for getting us hooked up with a brand new merch website. So
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff on there. If you click, you can get all kinds of colors, and I really love our logo. Shout out to Mike Smale for helping us out with the design on that. But yeah, so Tambra set us up with the t-shirt company, and it beats lugging t-shirts and things around and trying to find out what people might want or what size people are going to want and that sort of thing. So it's really cool. And she was also able to set it up so that every item that you buy off of our website, there's a donation to Fostering Music, which is just an
Nice.
organization that puts musical instruments in the hands of kids that would probably never have a chance really to play music. So it's something we both have supported since it started, and we're happy that some of the money from whatever people buy will be going to them.
Yeah.
I believe it's foster children that provides
Yeah,
instruments.
absolutely, yeah.
The money will help put instruments in the hands of foster children.
Yep.
And it's local in our community. Like, so
Krissy, is that her name? I think it's Krissy.
Yeah, I think
Krissy, Charlie Stitt.
Yep.
I think they might be in like 5, maybe 6 or 7 counties. I don't know. They keep growing. It's been around maybe 5 years now.
No, longer than that.
Longer than that.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's a great organization, and that's one of my favorites to donate to because I see where it goes.
Yeah.
And when they have their concerts and things, the last couple years, there's been kids that benefited from the program that came and actually performed, which is really cool to see.
Yeah. Speaking of Fostering Music, we're going to do a little plug for them if you don't mind.
No, go right ahead.
Yeah, so if you aren't doing anything on January 31st of 2026, you should mark your calendars and come to 10th Street Station in Ford City, Pennsylvania, because we are going to be playing with a bunch of our friends.
Yep. Corey's
going to be there, which is like our favorite.
Yeah.
So come on out and support Fostering Music. January Jam. We're bringing it back, and it's been a while since we've had the January Jam. They were always super fun when we had them at Lenape. That was a really good one. So I'm super excited for it. You should put it on your calendars and make sure you attend, support, donate, all the things.
Yeah.
Because it's just
beautiful. Buy some cool merch and you donate by doing that.
Yeah.
Bear with me for just a moment. There's what I wanted to do. I just want to put the fosteringmusic.com up on the screen so everybody could.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Great people, great organization.
I was at a Fostering Music show. Wow, why can't I think of the name of that venue? It's like a big farm out in Collinsville.
Paradise Park.
Paradise Park.
Yeah,
thank you.
Paradise Park.
Yeah.
Yep. I played there with my son. I think that's where I think I first saw Krissy sing.
That's where you first saw me.
Yeah, that's where I first saw Krissy sing.
Former band of mine. So yeah.
Give Me Shelter, Rolling Stones. She was killing it. And I had to turn around and be like, who is that? And here she is.
Hi. What a beautiful compliment. Like, and not for just you, but Utah says kind of like the same thing. Like,
yeah, like that song, singing, and everyone just kind of turned and was like, what? Yeah.
And here we are now.
Right.
Just it's been an incredible journey, honestly, in the blink of an eye, which is crazy.
Yep.
Everything just has happened so quickly. I feel like I haven't had time to really like soak it all in, like, you know?
Yeah.
Like
getting an album out within about 2 years is pretty solid.
Yeah.
If you could write a song with anybody in the history of the world, who would you want to write with? Besides each other.
Well, I'm gonna go with like Paul McCartney. I mean, a lot of people might think whoever, I don't know, but just Paul McCartney. They were an awesome band, and like I feel like you can argue which Beatle was the best musician or whatever, but as far as songwriting goes, I just feel like Paul had it going on, and I feel like he'd be fun guy to work with, fun guy to hang out with. So yeah, that'd be pretty awesome.
Can I have 3 answers?
3.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can't really narrow it down, but like my brain wants to go to like Tom Petty, Eric Clapton, and of course Stevie Nicks. That's where my brain wants to take me. That would be a fun journey. I've, watched Sound City and just heard people talking about, like Stevie talking about writing with Tom, and I'm like, ah, that would be so cool. And
Well,
probably really stemmed You're Still Around of me kind of maybe wanting to, or I would say maybe longing for my Tom Petty, so like I felt like um this is a little tidbit on that song, but I felt like you know I'm talking more on like Stevie Nicks and a Tom Petty relationship. Like, yeah, they weren't together necessarily or anything like that romantically, but that friendship and musically that made them both kind of, well, her blossom from it was really truly something special that I always looked up to and admired from since ever. So I kind of wanted to know.
and since she got three, I'm gonna go with Billy Strings and Jesse Wells.
All right. Okay.
I just love Billy Strings' style, and he has so many different, like, he's a bluegrass guy, but it's not always bluegrassy, and just some of the lyrics and stuff I can just truly relate with. He seems to be at one with nature and that sort of thing, and I feel like I am too. And that Jesse Wells, I mean, 5 albums in 1 year. I mean, I
That's
feel like you
insane.
sat down with that guy for 20 minutes, you could probably write a couple songs.
Yeah. And I think we both could speak that Gillian Welch and David Rawlings would also be.
Oh boy.
So, okay, we're done. We're
Yeah,
sorry,
sorry.
but we had to.
All right, so we have about a minute left. Is there anything we haven't covered that you want to kind of throw out there, or anywhere that you would like the people to come and get a copy of your single in particular? Anything you want to say?
I want to give a shout out to Utah and Bob at 97.7 too. They've given us a lot of opportunities. So love you guys. And as far as our single, I don't know, it's on pretty much every streaming thing that I know of, and so yeah, just look it up, Appalachian Honey.
Our girl Ashlyn has been making Spotify so personalized to us. She's got videos playing when the song is playing. So if you're on Spotify, check that out. And if you're not, then you really should, because I got on the Spotify. I was like, oh my gosh, this
Yeah,
is incredible.
yeah, it was pretty cool. Like, this is my first album ever, so like I'm excited about it.
Same.
And we put I'm used to using Spotify and seeing all this. I'm not used to seeing my face up there though, which is kind of cool.
But we're also working on like having some personalized playlists, and Damon's got one up right now of his favorite songs and things and whatnot. So I'm still working on mine.
Yeah.
But yeah, just we got some content coming, and we're on the TikTok,
Yeah.
So
Also, jazz buyers, the local music scene, there's so many musicians that have welcomed us to join them and jam, and whether it be on stage or afterward or whatever. And it's just been an awesome experience.
Speaking of jazz, I was on his last episode, the one that released last week.
yeah.
So, Jazz's Rock and Road Show on Music from 412.
Yeah, I've made it on a couple this year.
Super fun.
Yeah.
And if you like what we're doing, you could tell them about our friends in the Slightly Crooked String Band.
Oh
Is
yes.
starting to do new house concerts. So give them a look.
Yeah, their name's Slightly Crooked String Band. Chris and Yana Piper just bought a house in Latrobe, and I think January 3rd's their first one. You just have to message them if you want to play along or just hang out.
I think I saw that on Facebook. Like,
it's
Saturday,
old time
maybe.
music. Yeah, and they're just two of the most wonderful people that I've met.
Yeah.
Hey, well, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Bill. It's been a blessing, and we really appreciate you having us. So thanks and thanks and thanks.
You're very welcome. For those listening and watching, head to AppalachianHoneyMusic.com for more information, and make sure you get a copy of You're Still Here. And I unfortunately can't remember the name of the one that you haven't released yet. Daisy. Once that's released. With that said, we're going to head off into the evening. I have one more track for you on the radio side. It is The B Side of Me by Danny Gotchner who is the guitarist in why am I gonna blank on the name of the band now? Anyway, it's off his solo album called The Despair of Summer. And those of you that are in the scene remember which band he's with. I can't, it's not going to come out of my head. They play with Bruce Springsteen all the time.
Oh, that local band, the Joe Grishecki and the House Rockers.
That's it. Yes. He was a gym teacher. I remember that. Can't remember the band name. Hey, with that said, we will catch you next week. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you, Bill.
Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, everybody.
Don't forget that Music from 412 has partnered with Dresky Entertainment to have Dresky give away 2 tickets to select shows that they are producing. And it's real simple. All you have to do is go to musicfrom412.com/contest, click on the show you're interested in attempting to win tickets to, and follow the directions. Even though you're giving us an email address, it's only used to tell you that you've won and to contact you about receiving your tickets. Each time a contest is over, we delete all that information and is not used for anything else. So once again, Music from 412 partnered with Dresky Entertainment, giving you free tickets to select Dresky Entertainment shows.